Hi, I'm Cassie and welcome to the very first YouTube video that I am posting as an author. I'm an author. I have 5 published books, both in dark romance and in fantasy. So I'm gonna be here on YouTube, or at least I'm gonna try. If this is the only video you see on my page and it's been like 3 weeks, I guess I gave up on it. Otherwise, I'm all over TikTok, I am on Instagram on occasion, and sometimes I'm in IRL as I do book fairs. I'm kind of improvising. I literally do not know what I'm doing. I bought a camera. The camera kind of sucks. I don't know how to put the camera with the microphone. The lighting is literally just a lamp that is very close to my face, and I absolutely cannot see anything. So if this video looks unprofessional, that's because it is. I'm mostly going to focus on my own author journey, just things that I do day to day for marketing or just like bookish things. Eventually I'll start to focus on my books and we'll do like fun videos like all the red flags that Eve has as a character or things like that. On occasion I probably will talk about books that I'm reading, like right now I am reading Poison Study. But for right now it's about me, okay? Some things can be about me. So my name is Cassie, I am an author. In my personal life I'm also a foster mom. I have a foster son right now. He's 11 months old. He's the cutest thing ever. My hobbies, I like to play video games. When it's not 15 degrees outside, I do a lot of walking. I have 2 dogs, one named Mowgli and one named Lilo. Let's also talk about what I like as a reader, and then you can see, if you read my books, how many of these things work its way into my writing. So first of all, I think something that is very apparent in my writing is that I love a strong FMC. I despise the idea of a damsel in distress. You most likely will not see me write one. Why should we ask men for anything? Especially in my MCs, I love a heavy dose of Morley Gray. I love those dark and broody characters. I love Stormy. I also love Sunshine Stormy. Stormy Sunshine? You know where one character's really grumpy? Grumpy Sunshine. There it is. I love a grumpy sunshine. That's definitely a trope in my books, Wuhan in particular. I did a lot of contemporary romance, and that's because I just really like high stakes. Like if the stakes of the book are just like, oh, they might break up. Oh, maybe she's gonna lose her job because she decided to sleep with the entire hockey team and she's their doctor. Those aren't like my preferred stakes. I like my stakes of like, this person will literally die. I like high stakes of like, the world is gonna end, these people are gonna die, the main character is gonna die. I have this idea of what I call the big thing, and where I expect towards the end of the book, like something big is gonna happen, something like no going back is gonna happen. And you will see that in my books. All my books have a big thing. So kind of expect anything that you read from me to just have pure chaos at the end. Everybody's life is at stake, okay? I'm also a really big fan of normalized diversity, and I basically just made that term off the top of my head right now. And what that means is I like having diverse characters, but that is not the center of the story. So for example, Shadows of Zipporah, the main character is black. She is a woman, but that is not what the book is about, and I don't really intend to have that be a main focus. It's just like, yeah, she's a warrior and she's black. Is it gonna be about her being a black warrior? No. I already feel like I've talked about myself too much, and I would rather talk about my books. I can do a more detailed like author journey later if anyone cares. I have 5 published books. Of those, 4 of them are all in one series. It's a dark romance series. This is for people that like a lot of red flags in their characters. This is people that like toxic romances and even toxic family relationships. So it's a 4-book series, with the first book being Eve. This is my most popular book so far, mostly by default because it's been out the longest. It has the most readers. A lot of common feedback I get is that everybody in this family is absolutely crazy. Eve, absolutely crazy. So if you kind of like stalker romance books, Eve is where you would start, and then it goes on throughout the family. You'll meet different members, and that's how the books roll. So then you would go to Wuhan. Randall is technically a prequel book, and I have it written as like, if you don't read it, you're not gonna miss out on like the core first trilogy, but I think you should read it because I wrote it, and a lot of my readers say that it does add value. And then Perch Legacy kind of wraps up the series. Dark romance is an acquired taste, and I get it, because some people like our relationships to be fun and healthy and flirty, ooh la la. I also have a fantasy book. This book is very new, but I think in downloads it's already surpassed Eve. Fantasy seems to be popular. Basically, she's a legend. Zipporah fights wars for a living. This book is great for people that like that mix of like snobby palace politics and like courts and all that, but then also likes things to go to the battlefield once in a while and then wants some like fighting and to see how cool and tough Zipporah is. This is a romantasy, so of course there's going to be a little romance in there. There's a man that's been working at the palace for his entire life named Elok. He's in just very low social standing, as low as you could get. The ground baby. So he is basically assigned to work for Zipporah while she's at the palace. Romance will ensue. In terms of world building, I've basically got everything, so shadow wielding and fae and shapeshifters. So that's an overview of my books, and then it really just gets back to me as an author and what I'm doing to try to get people to read them. Things like this YouTube. Like I said, I'm on TikTok. I also sell my books directly to readers, which is one of the things I love doing. Maybe at some point I'll do like a little tour of my book room and all like the little supplies I have. Have you ever seen this before? This is tape. If you're interested in any of the books I just talked about, they're in several places. They are on Amazon. If you're a Kindle reader, they are on Kindle and Kindle Unlimited. So if you're part of that, you can read for free. If you like signed books, check out the description. I'm going to have links for both my TikTok shop and my Etsy. Now, if you buy them from those spots as opposed to Amazon, the books will come signed and then they come with stuff. Because the way Amazon and their pricing works, I can actually sell them at the same price by myself on TikTok shop and Etsy, but include more stuff in it, versus Amazon, which is just the book. But if you buy them directly from me, they are signed, depending on what you buy. So all the books come with stickers and bookmarks, but like that series that I told you about, if you wanted to buy all the books at the same time, I've got them bundled so that they're cheaper to just buy them all at once. And they come with things like tote bags and magnets. I've got pens now. Good stuff. If you are on TikTok, let me know with your order and I can always do like a wrapping video. I don't know why I love doing little wrapping videos. They're just so much fun. And lastly, since I already put it out on the internet, I have a goal of getting to 2,000 book sales. So far, I am at 657. So I still need to sell like 1,300 books. And I also need to figure out how I'm doing that, especially if TikTok gets banned. I'm gonna try to keep this first video short just to see how it does, see if anybody watches. Please consider checking out my books. All right, thanks for reading and thanks for watching. Bye.